to share with all of you about pain and inflammation and how you can easily and effectively relieve this at home with miracle black thimerosal. Before I proceed further, let me take you through the agenda of our session for this afternoon. So I will brief you on pain. What is it all about? Inflammation, okay, and the early signs of inflammation and others, and then on the benefits of black thimerosal. All right. Okay, next slide. Okay, first of all, let me just share with you a little bit of BioNiva's background. BioNiva is actually a holistic well-being and pain management center. We treat both the physical and emotional pain. Our ultimate goal in BioNiva is to assist all our clients to regain movement, well-being, and get back to their life they want to lead by using natural, effective, revolutionary, patented, clinically researched technologies, products, and also multidisciplinary approaches. All right. Now, let's look at pain. So what is pain? Pain is actually a distressing feeling, a symptom of an underlying condition. According to the International Association for the Study of Pain, pain is defined as an unpleasant sensory and emotional experience associated with actual or potential tissue damage or described in terms of such damage. Pain is actually a major reason for visits to physicians, taking medication, cause of disability, a key factor in affecting our quality of life and also productivity. Pain is classified into 4 categories in terms of duration, location, intensity, and also etiology. There are several types of pain here. All right. First of all, let us look at acute pain. Next slide. Acute pain is a short-term pain, which is less than 6 months. Okay, this is something like, after operation or broken bone or an infection. So this is all considered as acute pain. For chronic pain which is of a longer duration, normally exceeds 6 months. There are 4 categories of chronic pain: musculoskeletal pain, which normally affect a lot of older adults, nervous system dysfunction, chronic diseases, and also autoimmune. The next one is the breakthrough or episodic pain, which is a very, very common pain, like headache. I'm sure, a number of you actually have experienced it before. Okay, next is joint or bone pain. Joint pain is like arthritic pain. All right, bone pain could be caused by, bone cancer, which actually has spread to the, which is causing, a lot of pain here. All right, the next one is actually soft tissue pain. Soft tissue pain is normally caused by damaged or injured or inflamed tissues. All right, like for example, post-shoulder surgery. What about nerve pain? Nerve pain, which normally caused by nerve damage, and the sensation normally is burning, stabbing, shooting, or tingling. Another interesting pain is psychogenic pain. This pain directly linked to the emotional or psychological factors, and the causes can be linked to stress, unexpressed emotional conflicts, psychosocial problems, or mental disorders. Okay, how do you normally describe your pain? Whatever listed here sounds very familiar to you, right? Could be mild. You have heard people say, "Oh, excruciating pain. I'm having stabbing pain. Nagging pain. It's like for long. I don't know how to describe to you. But sometimes it could be dull or sharp. All right, and it could be localized or general, recurrent, intermittent, or radiating. After knowing the various types of pain, let's look at the treatment options commonly adopted. There are 2 categories here: pharmacological treatment options, which normally deal with drugs like non-opioid, opioid, and adjuvant analgesics. The other one is the non-pharmacological treatment options, which I'm sure a lot of you actually have tried before, like physiotherapy, acupuncture, supplements, all right, massage, biostimulation, all right, chiropractic, heat or cold therapy. All these are actually very, very common non-pharmacological treatment options. Okay, now we move to the next important factor: inflammation. What do you understand by inflammation? Do you know that pain and inflammation always associated with each other? Inflammation often hurts. When people have inflammation, they feel the pain, stiffness, discomfort, and also distress. In fact, inflammation is actually part of our body's defense mechanism. So what are the signs of inflammation? There are 5 cardinal signs that you can know that you are having inflammation. They are heat, redness, swelling, pain, and loss of function. Just like pain, inflammation also differentiated by either acute or chronic. Let us look at the acute inflammation. Acute inflammation is the short-term process which lasts only like a few days, and it is the first line of defense against certain injury. Example of acute inflammation is like when you have your sprained ankle. That's why you can see that your ankle is actually inflamed and painful. Okay, and how acute inflammation process works? It happens in 5 stages. Next slide. Stage 1 is the wound. That's where sometimes you have a tissue cut. And then stage 2, where it starts to vasculate and it brings blood to the hurt area. And that's how after that your wounded area looks red. All right. And stage 4 is where the tissue starts to swell. All right. And stage 5 is where the whole thing starts to heal. Okay. Next, let's look at chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is when the condition has happened for several months or years, and it is actually less swelling. The extent and effects vary depending on the cause of the injury and the body's ability to repair and solve the damage. As we have mentioned earlier, inflammation is the immune system's response to injury and infection. Therefore, if you have one or both, quick decisions must be made. And how do we normally manage the inflammation? The common ones are drugs like NSAIDs, steroids, and antihistamines. So you'll be asking, is inflammation bad or good for you? If it is a normal inflammation of non-chronic variety, it helps to protect us against infection and injury. For instance, when you strain or sprain a muscle or cut yourself, for example, your healthy immune system will start to stimulate the defense mechanism, permitting the injury to heal. If it is overactive, abnormal, or uncontrolled, it will cause havoc in your body. One very good example is rheumatoid arthritis. Do you know that inflammation underlies a long list of illnesses? From the screen here, you can see some of these common diseases. All right. Shall we look at one by one? First, let's look at inflammation and cancer. Cancer arises from tissue irritation, infections, and inflammation. Some tumors have been likened to wounds that won't heal. What about inflammation and heart disease? Heart attacks and strokes may also be caused in part by inflammation. Another way in which inflammation contributes to heart disease is through the production of so-called foam cells. When these cells congregate together, it will form plaque or lesion. Next, inflammation and autoimmune diseases. Autoimmune diseases occur when the immune system mistaken its own tissues as foreign and mounts an inappropriate attack on the body. Overblown inflammation is a common threat in chronic autoimmune conditions, for example, multiple sclerosis. Let's look at inflammation and nerve disorders. The central nervous system consists of brain and spinal cord. This is actually referring to the communication between our central nervous system and our brain. All right. So if there's an inflammation, it will actually cause communication breakdown. When there's communication breakdown, it will actually cause certain diseases like Alzheimer and Parkinson. about inflammation and infectious diseases? Microorganisms that infect people can cause illness are called pathogens. Some pathogens can cause disease, like prompting a serious inflammatory response in a particular organ, such as the brain. Another common disease is actually asthma and inflammation. Asthma is the disease of inflammation caused by the actions of inflammatory cells. Inflammation of the airways produces the classic symptoms of asthma will be coughing, wheezing, chest tightening, and difficulty of breathing. Are there any early signs of inflammation in our body? Yes, there are. So if you notice any one of this, please take action. First one is chronic fatigue. How do you know that you have chronic fatigue, and how did that happen? Chronic inflammation actually can interfere with our brain circadian rhythm, which controls our sleep and wake cycles. If our sleep cycle is upside down, it will affect us. We'll feel tired or fatigued. Red or itchy skin. All right, stress, high level of stress actually can cause red and itchy skin. Excess belly fat. Do you have that? Excess belly fat actually is a driver of inflammatory processes. All right, that have been discovered by scientists to be linked with environmental toxins. So if you have that, please go and shed a few kilos immediately. All right. Digestive problems. Do you have that? Do you experience frequent bouts of bloating, constipation, diarrhea, gas, nausea, or vomiting? These are potential signs of the elevated inflammatory response. Don't think that tummy problems are no big deal. If these problems are constant, it is not normal. It may be an indication of an underlying health conditions. The next early warning sign is food intolerances. Food intolerances could be due to dairy products like milk, eggs, grains, sugar, corn. However, if you avoid all these food, you'll be okay. The next common early signs is actually headaches or migraines. All right. Persistent headaches are potential signs of higher inflammation levels. Similar to digestive problems, headaches may also be stimulated by toxins in the environment. The next one is depression or depressive symptoms. Depression and depressive symptoms are very complicated. All right, chronic inflammation may indeed be one such factor. Patients diagnosed with depression registered high levels of inflammation. After listening to all this inflammation, diseases, and all this, so how can you overcome all these problems? Very easy. Now you can actually relieve pain and inflammation easily and effectively at home with Miracle Black Cumin oil. So what's so good about Black Cumin oil? Black Cumin oil, or Nigella sativa, is a widely used medicinal plant throughout the world by diverse cultures. In the Islamic literature, it is considered as one of the richest forms of healing medicine and is being recommended for using on a regular basis. It is regarded as the black seed for all diseases except death. Can you imagine how powerful it is? Black cumin has been classified as a health-promoting substance in various biomedical literatures. There are more than 600 peer-reviewed research articles being published since 1964. What makes black cumin oil so powerful? There are many great constituents inside black cumin oil. Among some of them are thymoquinone, omega-369, vitamins, fiber, and minerals, and also phytosterol. Among all the different constituents reported so far, thymoquinone found to be the major component of this oil, and it is the most bioactive compound and exhibits a wide ranging of therapeutic benefits. Let's look at the therapeutic benefits of thymoquinone. It has the nephroprotective effects. It provides an improvement in renal lesions resulting from various toxicity. It also has the cardiovascular benefits. Cardiovascular disease remains as one of the leading causes of death worldwide. Thymoquinone prevents blood clot that forms within the vascular system that could interfere with blood flow to and from the heart. It also has the anti-cancer effect. Cancer, as you know, is a bigger challenge in medical science as the incidence of this health disorder is growing rapidly globally. Thymoquinone is a compound exhibiting promising anti-carcinogenic properties. In many researches, thymoquinone showed to play a great role in affecting all markers of cancer. Thymoquinone also has the hypoglycemic and anti-diabetic effects. Thymoquinone has anti-diabetic mechanism through the depletion of inflammation, improvement of the lipid profiles, increased good cholesterol level while reducing the bad cholesterol level, and also at the same time promoting healthy body weight. It also has the antimicrobial activities. With its antimicrobial activities, it reveals promising activities against multiple strains of bacteria, candida fungal strains, viral load, and also all stages of parasites. It also has the hepatoprotective effects. The protective effect of thymoquinone on liver injuries have been demonstrated by many studies. Thymoquinone could neutralize the negative influences of various damaging effects on liver tissue. It provides good prevention of liver toxicity. Thymoquinone also provides gastroprotective effects. It can partly protect the gastric mucosa. Another interesting benefit of thymoquinone is the neuroprotective effects. Neurological disorders such as depression is amongst the most prevalent illnesses globally. As stated, supported by various clinical observations, stress is found to be the chief triggering aspect of depression. Thymoquinone demonstrated the antidepressant effects, which is a potential treatment for the management of depression. Thymoquinone also has very good effect on bone and joint complication. It provides good effect on bone metabolism, formation, and also healing. Thymoquinone also provides good protection against respiratory diseases. It demonstrates good value in respiratory disorders like bronchial asthma. It also plays the anti-inflammatory role during the allergic response in the lungs. Another interesting benefit is the remarkable effects on male infertility issues. Thymoquinone significantly improves the low plasma testosterone level density and also helps to increase the sperm motility. Thymoquinone, with its antioxidant property, it can be used as an essential nutrient to counter free radicals and for disease prevention. The increase in oxidative stress has been associated with the pathogenesis of hypertension. Thymoquinone shows a sustainable reduction of blood pressure in many clinical studies. It becomes a very promising basis used as a natural antihypertensive drug. Now, let's look at the second constituent of the black seed oil, omega-3. Omega-3 is an essential fatty acid which cannot be produced by our body. It can only be obtained from your diet. There are three common types of fatty acids here. First one is EPA. It helps with depression. Second is DHA. It helps with brain development and function. All right, the third one is ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, which provides energy. Omega-3 helps to prevent dementia. People who consume higher omega-3 tend to have slower decline in brain function. It also helps to improve memory in older people. It also helps to promote bone health. People with higher omega-3 tend to have better bone mineral density, and it helps to prevent asthma. Omega-3 intake can help to reduce symptoms of asthma, especially in the early life. As you can see from the slide here, there are actually plenty of benefits. All right. The next constituent is omega-6. Like omega-3, omega-6 acids can only obtain from food. Black cumin seed oil contains up to 65% of omega-6 fatty acids. Omega-3 together with omega-6 are beneficial for brain function, all right, and normal growth and development. It is actually good to stimulate skin and hair growth, maintain bone health, regulate metabolism, and to maintain the reproductive system, as well as to soothe skin allergies and eczema. The next constituent is omega-9. Oleic acid is the most common omega-9 fatty acid and the most common monounsaturated fatty acid. However, omega-9 can be produced by our body. Omega-9 fats are the most abundant fats in most cells in the body. There are plenty of benefits by taking omega-9. Among some of them are to reduce plasma triglycerides, reduce bad cholesterol level, and increase the good cholesterol level, to increase energy, decrease anger, all right, decrease inflammation, protect cells from free radical damage. What about fiber, minerals, and vitamins? As you can see that with all this, actually help to maintain a healthy bowel, all right? A good source of minerals to help our body to function properly, all right? Various vitamins helps to promote anti-aging, improve our immunity, accelerate healing process for better skin health and also repair. Another interesting constituent is the phytosterols. Phytosterols is actually the steroid compounds present in plants. It is similar to cholesterol in structure and functions. Do you know that steroid contained black seed oil is estimated by a lot of researchers to be between 18% to 42%? It's very, very high. Phytosterol actually helps to lower the plasma total and bad cholesterol levels. So by taking phytosterols, it actually helps to decrease risk of coronary heart diseases. It also has the anti-inflammatory activities. It actually have so many good features here, all right? One of these is actually the tocopherols, which exhibited attractive scavenging potentials of free radicals. So what are the advantages of Miracle Black Cumin Seed Oil? It is made of 100% pure black cumin seed without any chemical additives. It is the #1 medicinal and edible plant. It is from supreme quality seeds from India. It is being manufactured by certified with good manufacturing practice to control quality standard facilities. Its original flavor, aroma, and nutritional values are being preserved through cold press processing technique. It comes with pure plant capsules for easy absorption, and it has been approved by the National Pharmaceutical Regulatory Agency of Malaysia, and it is also halal certified. So how to take this oil? Very simple. All you need to do is that for adults, just take 1 to 2 soft gels daily after meal. If you're having pain or inflammation, you can increase the dosage up to 6 capsules, 6 soft gels a day. You might be thinking, so this black seed oil is suitable for who? Or who should take it? People in pain, people suffering from low immunity, the obese group. If you are one of them that is actually that easily fatigued, you should take it. People having sleeping issues, the diabetic group. People who want to take it as a preventive measures to maintain healthy well-being. Those who are suffering from health issues that link to inflammation, and those who are actually suffering from respiratory infection. Anyone that has sports injuries, you have skin problems, or you're suffering from hair loss, and those pre and post menopausal group. In fact, this black cumin seed oil is suitable for all ages. Let me share with you how fast Miracle Black Seed Oil can help people in pain. And these are some of my personal experiences and also from my clients. This is actually the swollen gum. Sometime back in January, this year, about a week before Chinese New Year, I had a very bad swollen gum, which caused me lots of pain and discomfort. So I went to my dentist for solution as I needed to travel overseas the next day. So my dentist told me, nothing can be done, Rebecca, except for a full course of antibiotics for 5 days. You see, I'm not the kind of person who, usually takes antibiotics. Anyway, because I said I have to travel the next day, so no choice, I have to follow. However, after completion of the full course, my swelling was still there. Then one evening, I saw this bottle of black cumin seed oil in my room. I was thinking to myself, why not I just give it a try? So I popped 2 soft gels per night for 2 nights consecutively. By the 3rd day, to my surprise, the swelling was completely gone. Isn't it effective? Better than antibiotics. To me, this is the natural antibiotics. And my second experience was the pull gluteal muscle. This happened early this month. Since MCO started, I sit a lot during work at home. And so happened on April 3rd. We were having Zoom meetings, conference calls, from morning till evening, one after another, non-stop. In the evening, while still on the conference call, I have a sudden painful pull at my left gluteal muscle. It was so painful that I couldn't even move, sit, or stand upwards, after that. I have to drag myself to the sofa to rest for a while before I could move. As the pain was at the gluteal area, it was rather difficult for me to treat myself. So what I did was, I did some stretching and some ice therapy on the painful area. That night was terrible. I couldn't sleep well because, you see, the pull muscles caused me a lot of pain. The next morning, I could feel the whole buttock area was inflamed. Very painful, and my movements were restricted. Suddenly, I remember my black cumin seed oil. You see, I've forgotten about it, the night before due to the severe pain I was experiencing. So immediately, I took 2 soft gels. By the afternoon, the pain has reduced by 70%. But there's still some slight pull at the buttock area. So I took another 2 more before bed. I continued the next day with another 2 in the morning and 2 at night. By the 4th day of the incident, I was fully recovered. No more pain, no more muscle pulling. I regained my full mobility. Another interesting testimonial is actually from our client, Madam Betty. She's actually a stroke patient. On April 7th, we received a message from her that she had a fall, all right, and she injured her weak leg. As you can see from the picture, the foot was swollen. She was in severe pain and crying for help. She was actually hoping that she can come to our center for emergency treatment because she knows very well that we can help her to remove the pain immediately. But unfortunately, it's during MCO. We can't do any treatment for her in person. However, she was lucky. She has a bottle of black cumin seed oil at home. So we advised her, we recommended her to take the number of dosage, the specific dosage to help her with her problem. On the 3rd day, when we followed up with her, she told us that no more swelling, only left with a very mild pain. Do you know that she didn't actually follow strictly our recommended dosage? She told us that she only took 2 capsules per night for 2 nights, only 2 soft gels. And she can have this kind of results and her swelling all gone. She was actually very happy. Another testimonial is Madam Lai. She has been complaining of painful left shoulder joint, and she was not able to move her arm because of the pain. So we advised her to take the black cumin seed oil as well. From day 1 to 5, she took 2 soft gels at night. All right, and her pain reduced by about 40%, and she was able to move her arm at lesser pain. All right, from day 6 to 8, she increased the dosage to 2 in the morning and 2 at night. By day 9, her pain reduced by more than 80%. She was very happy because it's like when she moves her arm, right? She can move at ease. And now she's still continuing with the same dosage for maintenance purpose. In fact, we have actually many good testimonials. Because of the time constraint here, we are not able to put up all the testimonials here for you to see. Okay. Do you know that what will be the consequences if the pain and inflammation are left untreated? It will affect the quality of life. Physical, psychological, social, and economic consequences. If you left it untreated, it will also lead to other chronic diseases. It will affect your mobility. It will affect your immunity. And it will also affect your concentration. And a lot of people also will experience sleeping issues. Don't forget, those who are in business, you will tend to see absenteeism, income loss. You have to pay a lot of medical claims for workers, all right? And also workers' compensation. And you will tend to see a lot of social isolation. Because when you're in pain, you don't feel like going out. You don't feel like mixing up with your friends. Even though, you have a lot of hobbies that you would like to do a lot of things, but you don't even have the mood to do it. And you'll be very dependent on caregivers. And your relationship also could be impacted, especially with your friends and family. And do you know that, people in pain are 4 times more likely to experience depression or anxiety than those without pain? Do you want to be in this situation? If not, take action now. As you know that I'm operating a pain management center. All the clients that come to my center, 100% of them are in pain, whether acute or chronic, physical or emotional pain. At BioNiva, we provide result-oriented treatment. We help clients to solve the root cause of their pain issues and guide them towards better well-being. Because of the powerful therapeutic effects of Miracle Black Cumin seed oil, which has greatly helped many of our clients, we have actually incorporated Black Cumin seed oil as part of our treatment regime. If you have any question or like to know more how this Black Cumin seed oil can help with pain and inflammation, please do feel free to contact us. We care for you and your well-being.